Hello, Accelerated Math 7-8. We are working in Module 14, and this is Lesson 19. And our lesson for today is called The Graph of a Linear Equation in Two Variables is a Line. The graph of a linear equation in two variables is a line. Our goal for today we will prove whether points lie on a line or not. The question: how do you know if a point is part of a linear equation? The only way that you can know this is if you graph it and prove whether it sits on it or not. Okay, so things to know. We're going to start off right away from graphing something. And so what we have is we have an equation written in standard form. And so let's take a look at this standard form right here. I am going to turn it into slope-intercept form because I like graphing that a lot easier than having to find points and then hope they work. So I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides, remembering that I want the 5x to come right after the equal sign when I write it. So this is a zero pair. I have negative 4y left equals negative 5x because I want it next to the equal sign, and 40 is positive, so I'm going to put plus 40. Okay, then I have to divide everything by a negative 4 so that I can get the y by itself, negative 4, okay? So now I have negative 4 divided by negative 4 gives me y, negative 5 divided by a negative 4 gives me a positive 5/4 x, plus a positive 40 divided by a negative 4 gives me a negative 10. Okay, so now, to follow in what I learned yesterday, my m for this one is going to be 5/4. So that means up 5 over 4. And my b for this one is going to be negative 10. Okay, so I've identified all the parts, and now my job is to graph it. Okay, so I'm going to use what I have to graph it, which is very easy. So let's take a look at that and see what we can graph. My b is at negative 10, so I need to go down to negative 10 and put a dot, because that's where it crosses the y-intercept. Then my slope is telling me go up 5 and to the right 4. So I'm going to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my point goes right there. I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, as you can see, I have a line. If my ID will fit long enough, but we'll use it anyway. So here's my ID to make my straight line going through my intercept. Oops, I moved it. Here's my line. Good. And we'll just do our best to keep it going. Okay, there we go. So now we have our line. All right, and so that's what the graph looks like. So first job is to graph it. Okay, so now the next question that we have to see, because the question said, today we will prove whether points lie on a line or not. So it says, what is the value of x when y equals 0? So now we have to take that original equation, standard form, and we have to plug in what we know. So we have 5x minus 4y equals 40. And it said, what is the value of x when we know y equals 0? Okay, well that's easy. We have 5x equals 40 because 0 times 4 is 0, and then 5x minus 0 is still 5x. So x has to be 8. So we would have 8, 0. All right, so that's what we would have. And let's check it. Did we go over 8 and stay at 0? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ta-da! So that point sits on the line. You see it right there. Okay. All right, so now let's try the other one. And let's do what is the value of y when x is 0? Okay, same thing. So we're going to take 5x minus 4y equals 40 when x is 0. So now I'm left with negative 4y equals 40. So I have to divide both sides by a negative 4, and I get y equals a negative 10. Oh, so we have 0, negative 10. Okay, that's not so bad. So let's go 0 left or right, down to negative 10. Ta-da! There it is. All right. So this point also sits on the line. Okay. So what is the name of the point 8, 0? What is the name of the point of 8, 0? Well, the name of the point 8, 0 is called the x-intercept because it crosses the x-axis. The name of the point 0, negative 10. Sorry, that's a typo. I need to fix that. The point 0, negative 10 is the y-intercept. Okay? So, what I'm gathering from this little activity is the way that you prove if a point sits on a line is graph the line, like it said, and then find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. And if they're both on it, then you know that those are part of the linear equation. Okay? And so knowing the x-intercept and the y-intercept are very important. Okay? All right, kiddos, today we will prove whether points lie on a line or not. We did that. How do you know if a point is part of a linear equation? You can figure out what the x-intercept and the y-intercept are, and you can also graph it and see if they sit on the line that you drew. All right, that's all I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.